Hello, hello. Today we're gonna be working on this frogman illustration that I streamed on my Twitch, and I took on suggestions from the chat, also the community, to influence this drawing and direct it in some way, as I think it's quite fun for you guys to do, and also relieve some of the creative pressure I have to deal with when drawing. So yeah, a win-win situation. The character itself wasn't really suggested, I just started drawing as my community is quite small. It's a frog character. After the fact I kind of realized it's reminiscent of Rango animated film. Not much to say there. In regards to that, we draw a box with a mouse, a rat maybe, you know, trying to build the scenery there. One of the community members suggested drawing a mouse that's fracking. Mouse or rat, still haven't made the decision in that regard if it's a mouse or a rat. So there's one fracking. Not sure if that's portrayed correctly. Also, there was a suggestion making him a traveler, you know. There was a big copy given by one of the community members telling me that he's a traveler, that he was, I think, attacked by crabs or like somehow involved with crabs, I can't remember. I'll paste in the screenshot of the copy. Yeah, also that he's reaching for a Tylenol, you know, at a local pharmacy for the last Tylenol. Couldn't really change the scenery at that point, so I just added like pharmacy symbolisms there. I took a lot of creative liberty myself as well, as the suggestions weren't very plentiful. Yeah, so here you can see me kind of finishing up, touching up the details on the sketch. I'm not cleaning up the sketch much, starting to work on colors now. As you can see, trying to block it out, see what we can do in regards to colors, you know, working in between each other. It might seem a bit bland in regards to colors, as I am drawing this with the intention of making it a poster or a printable asset, and it's being done in CMYK. So in the color space that's correct for printing. Of course I could have done it in RGB and then converted it, but it's way nicer to see it, you know, how it's gonna be printed out, you know, as I'm drawing it. Good tip for anyone who's new to doing illustrations or paintings, you know, is to pair up colors not in a darker shade, but like for example for the shadows you can see right now, I'm using like a blue tint, not like a dark green. I'm using a blue tint. It's like a pure color and it complements the green, you know, it doesn't take away much. Same for the tongue, I use the purple, a bluish tone, not going for a dark red, you know. I think that adds a lot of vividness to the picture, you know, and doesn't make it so bland, you know, as CMYK workspace kind of limits you to what you can do with the colors. Yeah, same with the barrel, you know. Yeah, so we finished up the blocking, added some shadows to the picture. Not much to say there. Gonna finish up the carpet, cleaned up the edge of the carpet. It's a random composition and everything's kind of scattered and not placed very thoughtfully throughout, but that was kind of the intention of the picture, you know, make it fun. A fun practice of creativity, trying to fit a lot of random things together and kind of, you know, maximize the space as much as I could. If you see a lot of this flashing going on in the background, it's probably because I tried to see if layers have any artifacts left over from me, you know, erasing or adding something and checking the blending options as well, because sometimes the blending option saves a lot of time, you know, by just, you know, shading it way better than I could have done intentionally. Yeah, now starting to work on the highlights. I chose a yellowish tint to the highlights, as it goes the same with the shadows, you know? You can add a lot of character, a lot of dynamic to the colors if you use a pure color that's analogous to the main color. Yeah, so this is the last kind of stint of the drawing where we just touch up, add some ambience with the darkness, maybe work a bit on the shadows, you know, trying to clear up all the things that were bothering me, basically. I want to say thank you to every wonderful person who left a comment and suggestions for this artwork, so thank you. Yep, so here we are. I think we're done. I think we succeeded as well. This was a fun project. It was very, very fun. Took a lot of time, but at the end we got there. Thanks for watching. Hope you subscribe if you liked it, like the video if you liked it. And yeah, if you want the print file, I'll gladly send it over. Just message me on Instagram, and yep, hope you'll decorate your room with it. Ciao.